What up, YouTube? This is Zachary Lavata with another Today Finally vlog. If this is your first time to my channel, back in September 2017 I started working out naturally, did some research on YouTube and found a whole bunch of people with workout routines, exercises, meal prepping guides, stuff like that, but I never really found anybody who just started out, which is why I created my vlog. I wanted to take you guys along with my journey. For those who want to start working out or want to get healthier with their eating routine, that way you guys can see what I'm doing and we can get healthy and work out together. Aside from that, I also like to talk about traveling, something that the wife and I love to do, and while still maintaining a 40-hour work week. With that being said, I wanted to do another video on how we meal prep for the week, what we eat, and how to make it as easy as possible. That way in the morning you just pack it up and go, or nighttime you pre-pack it, morning grab your bag, and you can get out the door. So let's get to it. Don't wait for the Sundays to come around. Don't wait for the one days. Find your today finally. So since summer shredding, I have increased my macros, my calorie counts. Basic building blocks, of course, proteins, fats, and carbs. Protein, I'm doing around 170 grams. Carbs, I'm doing about 300 grams. And fats, I'm still keeping that low down to 70 grams. Now with that being said, carbs are so good, but they're so hard to get in sometimes. So to make it the easiest for me, I just pack. If you've never tried these, try them. They are amazing. Macros are amazing. Uncle Ben's Ready Rice. It takes 90 seconds, so I'm able to pack this whole bag into my lunchbox, and I have 2 servings of carbs. This one's brown basmati, one of my favorites, really good. Macros on it, fats per serving 3.5 grams, total carbs 45 grams, and even 5 grams of protein. So it's really lean. You still get your carbs in there. It's really easy to eat, and I love these. Some of the other flavors, so long grain and wild. This one you got to be careful with just because the sodium's a little bit high, 590 milligrams. I think brown basmati has 0 milligram sodium, so again, amazing. But yeah, that was long grain and wild. And then we also do just a whole grain brown, 3 grams of fat, 39 carbs, and 5 proteins. Sodium 15 milligrams, so another good one. Aside from watching the proteins, carbs, and fats, one other thing that I do watch as well is my sodium intake. According to Harvard School of Public Health, sodium does make you retain water, and it gives you that bloated feeling, so it kind of throws off the gains and the physical appearance. Not only that, it increases your blood pressure, which makes your heart work harder over time. So starting to watch that now, that way I don't have to worry about it later. Here is a look of some of the other go-to carbs I like. So of course tortillas, 3 grams fat, 21 grams carbs, 4 proteins. Be careful with this, though. Sodium 410 milligrams. Of course, whole grain wheat thins. For a change of flavor, I've been trying these Ritz Crispin Thins. These ones are bacon flavored. Not too bad. You got 30 grams of sodium, 4.5 fats, 190 milligrams of sodium, 21 carbs, and 2 proteins. So what I usually do in the morning, I make a shake. I'll show you that a little bit later, but I make a shake. This is my between meal 1 and meal 3 snack. And that kind of holds me over till lunch. I'm going to be short for protein those days. I grab one of these, the Premier Proteins, if you haven't tried these. 30 grams of protein per bar. Includes some fiber, which is awesome. And it also has 24 carbs. Again though, sodium, 450 milligrams. So make sure you watch that. In one of my other videos, I talk about how I track all of these macros with the MyFitnessPal. Luckily, it tracks sodium as well. So I will show you how I make sure that I hit my sodium on the other macros as well. Another good little snack, these Belvita proteins, 10 grams of proteins, but it does have 22 carbs in it, which is just a good little like, oh, I'm craving chocolate, so just grab one of those, throw it in, you can eat it throughout the day. Two other ones I like, these mashed potatoes, 30 carbs, 3 proteins, and 4 fats. And of course, mac and cheese. Again, just to change up the flavor sometimes, because if you don't, you're going to get tired of eating the same thing every single day. And I feel that's when most people are going to crack, because they start not wanting to eat the chicken and the brown rice all the time. So you got to switch it up. Keep yourself sane, if anything. 39 carbs, 3.5 fats, and 7 proteins per. Again, sodium, 530 milligrams. So now, I don't pack all of these in one meal because, as you guys saw, the sodium is really high in all of them, and I would definitely go over my sodium. But again, a little later in the video, I'll show you how I track it using MyFitnessPal. Some other carbs that I also like is with my morning shake. I usually throw in some type of fruit. Right now we have papaya, banana, pineapple, and mango. These aren't the normal ones we get, but they were given to us graciously, so we took them. They're not too bad. Carbs, 19 grams, and less than 1 protein. But again, I just use these for flavors in my shakes. I'll show you what I put in my full shake a little bit later. First, to give your food a little bit more flavor, we have some fresh New Mexican green chili. If you haven't tried it, get your hands on some. It does have a little bit of a spice to it, so if you like the spice, definitely try this. It goes good on pretty much everything. Eggs in the morning, green chili cheeseburgers, green chili chicken soup, green chili chicken enchiladas, everything. Can't forget the halo top. As far as protein goes, we like to switch it up between chicken, beef, fish, and ground turkey. This week we're doing chicken, and I'm also making a ground chuck roast. I'll show you what I'm putting in that also. Then, once it's all done, we bought these containers from Amazon. I think they were, I forgot, like 30 of them for 20 bucks. Is that right, Bae? Yeah, it was like 30 of these for 20 bucks. So these have been holding us. We bought it like months ago, and they're doing pretty good. I mean, they have like some breaks and stuff in it, but they get the job done. So after it's all made, we have our scale here. I usually try to keep it around 4 ounces for chicken, ground beef, and all that good stuff, because that puts us around 25-30 grams of protein per serving. So it makes it a little bit easier. Didn't come out too bad. Hydration, always. Now with the chicken, we normally just buy the frozen white meat fillets. From frozen, I usually do around 450 degrees in the oven for 45 minutes. That usually cooks it perfectly. That way it's not over dry, but of course you still cook the whole way through. As far as seasoning goes, I did a habanero, garlic habanero, there you go. And then on some of the ones I just put some salt, pepper, and some paprika, just to give a little bit of flavor. But again, seasoning, switch it up, just watch that sodium. Of course, one rack of chickens isn't going to hold us for the entire week, especially when it's serving 2 people. Another protein I'm doing this week, 2.5 pound chuck roast. There is 6 fats for 4 ounces and 23 proteins. So for this one, I'll probably pack around 4.5 ounces to 5 ounces. Now, to season it, I found this really awesome recipe, really quick and easy. It has a bag of the au jus gravy, a bag of the original ranch seasoning mix, and then for flavor, I throw in chipotles, pepper in adobo sauce. Gives it a little bit of spice. Put this in the crock pot. One of the previous videos I made was how much I loved the crock pot, because literally all you do is mix everything, put the lid on, and set it. Then you are good to go. You have one meal baking or making by itself. Don't even gotta worry about it. Morning, let me show you what I put in my shake to start the day. Start with 8 ounces of almond milk. 16 ounces ice. Ghost protein. We're going to do fruity cereal milk today. And because most of the time it's hard for me to hit my carbs, I found this carb matrix at my nutritionist, Unleashed Nutrition. 2 scoops gives you 62 grams of carbs. Makes it a little bit easier for me to hit my carbs during the day. And we'll do 1 serving of the frozen fruits. So while you got that blending, gives you time to take your shot of VitaBoost, get all your daily vitamins and nutrients from that, along with your fish oil. Now fish oil, now according to simplyhealth.com, fish oil, a couple of benefits of that is it helps brain function and it promotes a healthy heart. So because I eat a lot of proteins, a lot of red meats, I've been taking these fish oils to kind of balance out and help me out with that. Let me know what you guys think about that. If you guys take fish oil as well, and what are some other benefits that you guys have found with fish. Alright, so you got your breakfast shake that you just made. Keep in mind, all of this you prepped last night, so you just got to pack it up and put it in your lunchbox, but I kind of set it out so you guys can see it. I put 5.5 ounces of the chuck roast I made, 4 ounces of chicken, my Dr. Strange bag of Ritz Crisp and Thins, mac and cheese for carbs, one of the Belvita proteins we talked about, and I packed a brown basmati. I think that would go nice with the chuck roast. Then of course nice packed, non-edible, don't try. In a previous video I talked about the different apps that I use, not only for tracking macros but also for tracking my workout. As many of you guys do, I use MyFitnessPal to track everything. So whether you're tracking at night or you're just tracking in the morning, as you're packing your lunchbox, make sure that you're putting in everything that you have. That will just be easier for you so you don't forget anything throughout the day. Especially if you do it at night, just skip to the next day. You can add everything. You can have your lunchbox packed and ready to go in the fridge. That way in the morning, all you gotta do is wake up, get ready, make your shake, grab your box, and you are out the door. Then throughout the day, you know that, hey, I gotta eat all of this before I get home, and you're good to go. Now the way I packed it, I packed 4 meals roughly. That way when I come back home after gym, I have 2 meals to go. That way it'll carry me through the day. Now I'm a hard gainer. Like it's hard for me to gain weight. Like right now I've been hovering around the 174, 175-ish. I'm trying to get to 180. But it's tough. So for me personally, if I do go over my calories for the day, then I'm okay with that. As long as it's not as long as I'm not going over my fats. Like if I'm set it at 70 grams of fats, if I go to like 200 fats for the day, no, that's bad. But something like protein, like I'm okay with going over protein. I'm okay with going over carbs depending on where the carb source is from. I'm not going to go eat a dozen donuts and say like, oh good, I made over my carbs, I'm fine. No, I don't do that. But I try to stick to my calories as best as I can. Try to stick to my macros as best I can. And using MyFitnessPal just helps me make sure that I'm ensuring that I eat enough throughout the day. Like we talked about, macro counting, eating healthy doesn't have to be repetitive. It doesn't have to be tiresome. It doesn't have to be something that doesn't have flavor. Mix it up a bit. Find out what works for you. Alternate between sweet potatoes, regular potatoes, mashed potatoes. Throw in some mac and cheese there to get your carbs in. Switch up your proteins: chicken, beef, fish, turkey. I try to stay away from pork just because it has a little bit higher fat content in it, so we don't normally do anything pork, but those are the main proteins. And of course, throw in different protein shakes too. This one was fruity cereal milk from Ghost. We've also tried their milk chocolate, which is amazing. So definitely find what works for you. Try different things out. I personally like macro counting just because it's easier for me. But do what works for you. That's what it comes down to. Don't do it tomorrow. Don't do it next week. Start it. Just start it. That's the whole concept behind my Today Finally vlog. Today, finally make the decision that you're going to get a little bit healthier in your life. Today, finally get your butt to the gym. Or honestly, today, finally start drinking at least a gallon of water. Just take baby steps. You don't have to go all out. Granted, some people just hit everything hard and start doing everything all at once, and that works for them. But if you're not one of those people, start small. Start drinking your recommended gallon, 125 ounces of water per day. Start as long as you start. Make it your today, finally. Last thing I want to say before I end this vlog. I'm sure somebody's going to comment on it. You guys didn't see very many vegetables in my whole setup, and in my head, comment down below if you guys agree with me or what you guys think. In my head, I feel that the VitaBoost kind of supplements the micronutrients that I'd be getting from vegetables. And honestly, because of my eating habits, like how much protein I'm eating, how many carbs I'm eating, I'd rather do like those pure macros than do fillers like vegetables. I know, that's just my thought. Let me know what you guys know in the comments below. Do you guys use a multivitamin to supplement your vegetable intake, or do you guys feel that you should still be taking in vegetables while still doing a VitaBoost? Let me know in the comments below. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. I think this is video 13 of my vlog series. Still a work in progress, but I'm enjoying it. I really am. It's a good time. It's fun. I'm doing this for me. I just got to keep reminding myself what you're doing it for. Same thing with macro counting. Same thing with going to the gym. Don't do it for your spouse. Don't do it for the people around you. Don't do it for any type of recognition. Do it for you. That's exactly what I'm doing. With workout, eating healthy, vlogging, all that good stuff. But if this video gave you any type of inspiration, let me know in the comments below. Again, hit the like button if you like it, subscribe, turn on notifications if you guys want to hear more about my journey and what I'm going through in these first month, or first year, excuse me, of working out. Whoa, that's brake lights. But yeah, let me know. I appreciate your support, and I will see you guys next video. Thanks. Bye. So it's almost become like a tradition now.
Popcorn at night?
Yeah, popcorn at night. Me and the wife share popcorn. It's only 100 calories. It's so good.